Hey guys, the Nexo Ninja here, and today I'm going over the top 8 Mario villains. As long as Mario existed, he's always had a villain to battle. And I'm not saying final bosses, like this can consist of any villain. And I know a while ago I did like a top 10 Mario game and top 10 Mario power-ups. And yesterday I did the top ranking the Ninjago villains. And I guess I kind of wanted to do something Mario today, so let's do it. Number 8 is the Koopalings. I know a lot of people kind of really don't like the Koopalings for the reason of they get thrown in as bosses a lot more than they should. And even if they did, but at least in Super Mario and Luigi Paper Jam, sorry. Each of them actually got some character. And I gotta admit, I really do like the Koopalings, as I think they are great villains, and they came across from Mario 3, and they are actually quite enjoyable fights, even though they are incredibly easy. But anyway, let's get on to number 7. Number 7 is Nabbit. Before I continue, this list was actually very hard to make, and I tried to make top 10 Mario villains, but I just couldn't find many of them that I did enjoy. But anyway, Nabbit was released in New Super Mario Bros. U, and he actually made an appearance in Mario and Luigi Paper Jam, also getting some character, such as doing the exact same characters he got Mario Bros. Wii U. He stole stuff, and Mario's got to chase him down. But anyway, in Super Luigi U, he actually joins Luigi. I think he might have a grudge against Mario, and the reason this character is so high on the list is, one, it's enjoyable to chase him down, and his minigames are enjoyable in Paper Jam, but he has a lot of potential. I mean, he's just sort of a thief. And there's a lot of theories going around about Nabbit, even that Nabbit could be Bowser Jr. because, you know, the mask around him. Now let's get on to, what is this, number 6 or 7? Number 6, I think. Number 7 is King Boo. Oh, come on, it had to be King Boo. King Boo is awesome. He made his debut in Super Mario Sunshine, I think it was. And he was a boss on the arcade machine. And the very next game, Luigi's Mansion, which is actually one of my favorite games, he makes an appearance as the main protagonist. By that I mean villain. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but anyway. And it's just very enjoyable, his fight. I actually haven't reached his fight in Super Mario Sunshine, but I have beaten him multiple times in the Luigi's Mansion. And the final fight is amazing, and he is one of those villains who also have a theory surrounding him that he might be Bowser's ghost, because it is mentioned as Madame Kavora, what I call the psychic ghost in Luigi's Mansion, said that Bowser died sometime in the past. And one of the lines that King Boo says is before he fights you in the final fight, is he says he captured Mario for all the trouble he caused him in the past. And that's pretty suspicious. So maybe sometime in the future Nintendo can maybe hint us away from this or hint us towards this, because Nintendo has not confirmed this or declined this. And he's just a very fun boss, and I love fighting him in all the games. I kinda wish he was in more games. Come on, Nintendo, you need to bring some of these enemies back. Now let's get on to number 5, I think. Oh boy, controversy, here I come. Why is Dimentio this low on the list? Well, I do prefer other villains than Dimentio, but Dimentio is a great villain. He actually backstabbed Count Bleck at the end of it. His boss fight is, well, the end boss fight is super amazing, where he gets that huge Luigi-like robot. I love doing that boss fight. And his boss fights are kind of entertaining. Like, I like his boss fight in 8-3 chapter in Paper Mario. The other boss fights are kind of weak, but he wants them to be weak. Otherwise, if he beat you, he couldn't actually come through with his plan. And as a backstabbing person, I think that majorly develops his character. Backstabbing Count Bleck. But anyway, let's get to number 5. Number 5, wait, is this 5? I think it is. Hold on, let me check. It actually is number 4. But I have a bad memory. But anyway, Mr. L. Mr. L is, I could already tell when facing him the first time, he's like, oh, that's Luigi. But the one thing we couldn't tell is that was an evil clone of Luigi or a possessed Luigi. And it turned out to be a possessed Luigi that Dimentio possessed. And I love this enemy because it gives Luigi more of character. Because, I don't know, he gets hypnotized, and the final boss fight with Mr. L is just amazing. And I love the original boss fights with Mr. L, such as in Chapter 4 in Paper Mario, when you have, like, before the spaceship one, when you fight him normally, you can actually steal health from him, and I really do like that. Because I don't like when villains steal health from you, but it feels really good when you steal health from them. And his boss fights are just super amazing, and his character is amazing. So let's get on to number 3. Number 3 is none other than Bowser Koopa himself. What? Well, come on. If you make a top 10 Mario or top Mario villains list, you gotta throw Bowser on there somewhere close to the top. He's just such a great villain. He was Mario's rival since Mario Bros. And he is still probably the main villain. Even though if what he does is completely stupid and he should find a better way to do it, stealing the princess. That's pretty much all he does. And pretty sure he did some other stuff. I can't really remember. He stole the sticker star, wherever that was. But anyway, he's such a great villain, and I have recently bought in a few days ago Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story, and I think it actually might pass Paper Jam on my top 10 Mario list. And I guess in a year or two I can make an update for that video. But anyway, oh man, in that game Bowser has plenty of character, and I love playing as him in that game. He's just awesome, and he actually does care pretty much about his enemies. And even though he can actually be quite of a funny guy, and he does have a soft spot as well, as we can see at the end of Super Mario Sunshine. He really did feel upset for Junior not having a mom. Now let's get on to number 2. Number 2 is Count Bleck. What can I say about Count Bleck? I love Super Paper Mario, it's my favorite game. But Count Bleck is just an awesome villain. I mean, all we know from him at the beginning is like, oh, generic villain, wants to destroy the world. We gotta stop him. But no, halfway through the game we get character development for him. The whole reason that he's destroying the world is because he can't find his girlfriend, because his girlfriend got trapped in dimensions or something like that. And that's the whole reason he's destroying the world, is he doesn't find life, he finds life meaningless without his girlfriend. And that is very actual great character development for a Mario game. Well, it was the Paper Mario, and then Sticker Star came along, then Color Splash. Please, Nintendo, bring Paper Mario back. Anyway, this villain is super awesome. I love his boss fight before Dimentio backstabbed him. And I was generically sad at the end of Super Paper Mario when him and Tippy sacrificed themselves to save all of the universes. Now let's get on to number 1. Number 1 is Bowser Jr. What can I say? I'm a sucker for Bowser Jr. I really don't know what did it to make him this high on the list. But yes, his boss fights are generically awesome, and he has a lot more of character development. And Mario and Luigi, Mario and Luigi Paper Jam, we could see that he actually seems to be like a nice kid. And he really did enjoy hanging out with his paper self. And he actually hid the book from his father so he couldn't, they couldn't bring themselves back to the paper world. As he does have a lot of character. And even though he has a lot of character, he has a lot of potential as well. His boss fights are fun. Even in his debut, he got character development. Like seeing the only reason he kidnapped Peach is because he thought it was his mom, but he didn't even think he thought it was his mom. He just kidnapped Peach. And Bowser Jr. has so much character development, but yet he has a lot of potential. And I like characters like that have a lot of potential and character development. It's awesome, and his boss fights are generically fun. Well, except the one in Mario and Luigi Paper Jam. That one was difficult because you defeat one of them, he revives the other one. That's probably the only Bowser Jr. boss fight I generically didn't enjoy. But anyway, he's my number 1 villain. Now please, in the comments below, list your favorite Mario villains. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have yourselves a great day.